Dak and Russ just ain't gonna die, is it? All right, let's talk about it. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's going on, man? Happy Saturday. Y'all been enjoying Dak week? I know y'all have, man. I know I've been in my Dak bag all week. And I know the haters been getting tired of me. It's fine. I ain't got nothing but time. But I do want to say one thing. I 100% appreciate all the support. Everybody that come to my channel, all the new subscribers, thank you. Just recently hit 1,500 this week. You know what I'm saying? I must be doing something right. So thank you for subscribing. To all the haters, man, I appreciate the love too. You know, y'all definitely welcome to come through. Keep hating in the comments. You know, there's a couple of regulars down there. I appreciate it. Only thing I'll say is this, man. I don't appreciate direct disrespect, man. You know, we can talk sports. We can clown Dak. We can clown other players, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You come at me crazy, I'm going to probably just block you. It ain't that deep. But look, anyway, back to the topic at hand, man. Listen, Russell Wilson for Dak Prescott. It's not going to happen. Just stop. Please stop. A couple weeks ago when there was a early report on this, I did a video, and I kept it funky, man. If the front office forced a trade and it happened, I could live with it. Ain't nobody saying Russell Wilson is trash. You ain't going to hear me saying that. I ain't stupid. Russell Wilson is an incredible player. I also think that Dak Prescott is an incredible player. That's why I'm not pressed for the trade. I know the fans is hyped because they're trying to get Dak out of here however they want to, man. Like, any way possible. Andy Dalton for Dak. Like, anybody. They just don't care. They'll take Garrett Gilbert over Dak. It ain't that big a deal, you know. But one of the best Cowboys reporters in the land, Jane Slater, man. Salute to her. She the GOAT. I pay attention to what she says because what she says is usually the truth. I'm not saying what she says is ever a lie. I'm just saying, man, she gets her facts together. She has direct inside sources. She probably can call Jerry or Stephen Jones if she wants to. She's that connected. You know what I'm saying? And what she says usually goes. And basically yesterday she had to come out and, you know what? Jane can tell you better than me.
So now let's address this Russell Wilson. We'll call it a hypothetical, Andrew. In order to do that, if you're working towards getting this tag done, then you'd have to get Dak to agree to the tag, and then he would have to agree to a trade to Seattle. Now, if that doesn't happen, the Cowboys then could just straight up try to make a trade for Russell Wilson, who's under contract with the Seattle Seahawks. But that would likely cost them somewhere in the ballpark of what Mike Silver suggested this week, 3 number 1 picks. Now, they're not afraid to give up a number 1 pick. We've seen them do that with Amari Cooper. They certainly, in good faith, tried to go after a guy like Earl Thomas, but now I bring back Seattle. They tried in good faith to go after Earl Thomas, who openly campaigned to come to Dallas. They made it so expensive, the Seattle front office, that the Cowboys walked away from it. Then there was Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams, another one they tried to go and throw the kitchen sink at. That thing got so expensive, but guess who swooped in to pick him up? Seattle. So then I was told last year Seattle was interested in defensive lineman Aldon Smith. Guess what the Cowboys did? No go. Why? Because it was Seattle. So I bring all that up to say there is a lot of stuff that would have to happen, to borrow a Ciara phrase, a 1-2 step. This would be a 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 step. I just don't see it happening. And as I said, I did circle back with a Cowboys source. See what I did there? And they found this thing laughable.
So basically, Jane just dropping knowledge, man. Jane letting people know the inside story is Dallas and Seattle ain't on the best working terms. You know, the whole Earl Thomas thing, Seattle made it real difficult for that to happen. It never happened. Then Seattle came in, swooped in, and grabbed Jamal Adams when we was trying to make that work. And then when Seattle wanted Aldon Smith, we ain't let that happen. The blood between the front offices between the two teams isn't that good. So trust me, swapping franchise quarterbacks, especially Seattle, who does still like their franchise quarterback. Russ mad at them. It ain't the other way around. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't gonna happen, man. Let it go. Jane just dropped pretty much a nail in the coffin, letting people know, listen, man, not only would Dak have to sign the tag and agree to go to Seattle, if he doesn't sign the tag, he ain't going nowhere. He could sit out till week 10 this year like Le'Veon. But if he don't sign the tag, he ain't going nowhere. So he'd have to sign the tag, agree to go to Seattle. Then Seattle would have to want to deal with Russell Wilson. That's pretty important. If they don't want to deal their franchise quarterback, this is another void story. And then if those two things do work, then you got to get into the murky details of the contracts and the dead money, which is $39 million for them to eat. It's not happening. It's not. Y'all let it go. And then, this is why Jane the GOAT, my boy Tad Prescott, salute Tad. Tad be coming in and pretty much speaking for Dak, man. Dak, he on his presidential stuff. He don't come out and say too much. One day he probably will, but listen, he don't. Tad basically was like, look, I saw all the craziness that happened on Undisputed with LeVar Arrington and Jason McIntyre and Chris Broussard and all the idiocracy that was going on. It was some stupid takes. Especially anybody listening to LeVar Arrington. He is an idiot. The other ones ain't too far off. And Tad was just like, he appreciated, Jane clearing up the actual facts of what's going on. And Jane just came in and was just like, look, man, I got to report the truth, and it's more so what I'm taking from the situation is all this falsehoods is floating around. It got to stop. Listen, I could come in here and make a case that Dak Prescott is just as good as Russell Wilson. His first 4 years of starting are damn near identical. We talking about you want to split hairs. I could post the stats in a row. I could do most passing yards over the first 4 games in the season. I could do all kinds of different stats if I wanted to. But what's that going to prove? Y'all don't want to hear that in the comments. I already know the haters don't care what I post. I could post that Dak Prescott is secretly Jesus Christ. Y'all be like, no, he's not. Like, it don't matter what we post. I've started to figure that out. So running all the stats and stuff is pointless. It's stupid. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't want to hear nothing. People been lying in the comments. You're making up random stats. I leave my posting. You can post links in my comments. Most of the large YouTubers don't allow that. Fine, I get there's a reason. If you want to post some evidence to your fact or your stat, please do. I would prefer to see that. If you just gonna talk and just drop numbers that are false, like Dak is 1-9 against 500 teams in the last 20, it's false. Just stop. Tell the truth. If you're not gonna tell the truth, man, just stay out my comments. Because it's pointless. I know y'all hate Dak, which why y'all gotta lie? Like, come on. You ain't gotta lie to prove your point. You know what I would love? I challenge the Dak haters to do this. Just come in the comments. If you don't like Dak, just write simply, I dislike Dak Prescott as a person. I don't like him as a player. Write that. Don't try to debunk all his stats. Stats is real, man. If you like a player, them stats be speaking truth to you, don't they? But when you hate a player, you try to act like everything is false, man. Just keep it funky. If it was somebody else, it wouldn't be no problem. Them stats would be law. All these things is impressive. I heard I got to do a whole video on this one. He said Dak Prescott has never done anything great. Not a thing. Hold on. Nothing great ever? Yeah, I got to do a whole video on that one. Dan Orlovsky be bugging. But look, I just had to come in here and let y'all know 2 things. 1, I don't care if you hate on Dak. I'ma support him. 2, the trade ain't gonna happen. Let it go. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday, because I am. I holla.